My name is Betsy Cooper. I am the director of the Aspen Tech Policy Hub, and I am extremely excited that you are all here for our 2019 Demo Day, so thank you for being here. We are an incubator that trains technologists how to do policy. So we take startup founders, academics, engineers, project managers, product managers, lawyers, venture capitalists, and all sorts of awesome people. We give them a paid 10-week fellowship here in the Bay Area. We teach them how to engage in the policy process. It's really intense. You can ask them all about it over a beer later. And then we actually let them build stuff. And today is all about the fellows showing you what they've built. But first, that's me. First, not all of the fellows could be here today, so I wanted to just very briefly tell you a bit about the projects that we've already launched. So first, one of our fellows, Aloni Cohen, focused on the California Consumer Privacy Act, and he actually created mock regulations for how the Consumer Privacy Act could actually deal with probabilistic identifiers. He believes that probabilistic identifiers, things that will tell you with a certain amount of probability whether or not you are being targeted or not, should be more clearly included in the CCPA, and he actually submitted regulations to the California Attorney General to try to fix that. We also had a number of fellows create the Tech Buzzwords Dictionary. So this was by Erica Green and Alex Rosenblatt. And this dictionary, it's actually live right now, so feel free to go play with it if you want. It's a dictionary that basically takes tech buzzwords and provides useful definitions sort of in the model of an urban dictionary. So we can click on, and I forget what we're going to click on in this video, but the Great Pivot to Privacy, and you can see definitions, you can see all sorts of different themes for how to engage with it, and then you can click through and see other definitions that might be related to it. So if you need tech buzzwords or how to define them, go to the Tech Buzzwords Dictionary. Next was Liz Ruiz, and she created the Hopper Tech Media Lab. She's focused on how tech policy is a women's issue. And so it's a tech policy and career website that creates a lot of sort of guides, both for mid-career level women working in tech and for the companies that employ them. So check that out as well. And then Dr. Amina Asim focused on the programmatic ad supply chain, thinking about how we can help journalism create transparency. And so she created a problem toolkit around programmatic advertising, and then a really cool auditing proposal that could be implemented to help journalists survive in the age of programmatic advertising. We also have two projects launching today that weren't able to join us. So first, Stephen Buccini focused on risk-limiting audits. Stephen actually ran for office in his home state of North Carolina and believes that we need much more election security. And so he created an explorable explanation for understanding a new type of auditing called risk-limiting audits. And you can go online and play with it and actually pull the sliders around and understand why it's a better type of auditing system for elections. And then he created a policy brief for his home state of North Carolina, trying to advocate for that. He hasn't succeeded yet, but he did get his hometown to actually adopt paper ballots, so he's already made some progress. And then finally, Sean Ahrens created a new platform called DemDock. And DemDock is a new way to create actual democratically built sorts of documents, including regulations, but could be for co-ops, could be for small city councils. So just imagine you're trying to write a document in which you have lots of ideas and you want the most democratic, so the thing that is voted on most successfully, to be chosen. Well, you can use DemDock to add modified wording to the document, and then you can have people vote up and down for the different wordings, and the ones that get the most votes automatically become the new document. So it's basically like a Google Docs, except where you get to pick the most democratically oriented outcome, and it appears automatically. So he's already been piloting this with a local co-op here. So that's what we've already got. And so I hope this gives you a sense of the kind of creativity and the opportunities that we want to bring here. But we also want to inspire all of you, wherever you come from, to get engaged in the tech policy process. And it's for that reason that we've brought Nicole Wong, who happens to be one of my favorite people. She was also the former U.S. Deputy Chief Technology Officer of the United States and is a senior advisor at Albright Stonebridge Group. So I hope she'll help us kick off the experience here by inspiring you a little bit as to why you should care about tech policy. So Nicole, over to you.